Yes, Chef. So today we're going to make chicken curry with naan bread. So first, let me show you the ingredients that you need for this recipe. So just have a look on the screen what ingredients that you need. So you will find the serving, the preparation time, and the cook time. So if you have your phone, you can always click and save it on your screen. So when you cook, you have all those recipes with you. So we will start now. So today I'm alone. You're expecting the guest maybe. We will soon have a guest. So now let me just do this. We just need to just maximize the time that we're having because it's quite a long I will just put this, you need a warm water, so it's about like 125 ml, so it's about a cup of water. So I'm just gonna put it here. So warm water and also a cup of this, not a cup, it's just like 5 grams of our yeast. So I'm just gonna mix it before we start cooking because we are doing naan bread and also we are making our chicken curry. So I'll just leave it. I'll just set it aside. So now we are back to our curry. So we will put the pan into the heat. So I'm just putting the pan into medium heat. So what we will do now is we will need our onion. So we have here a slice of onion. So there's a lot of onion involved in this curry. So if you don't like onions, then you will miss out. So I'm gonna put onion. So we will cook this onion, but we have to brown the onion properly because this gives a lot of flavor on the cooking. This is the main ingredients, of course, and the chicken. So what we will do is we're just gonna fry this onion. So I'm not using a cooking oil at this time. So I'm using this ghee. So we will just cook now. So it's about like 2 tablespoons of ghee. So we put in the pan. So we just make sure that it has a heat that we need for our onion. So just put here. And your pan should be perfectly heated up. So I think we've been having a technical issue a while ago. So now we're back. So like I'm just gonna show you again. So this warm water is about like 125 ml. So it's about half cup. So you can check on the recipe that you have. So it has to be warm because we're using our yeast. So it has to activate. So I'll just leave it. So now we're gonna put our onion inside the pan. Here. So we just make sure that our onion is brown enough. So, and because this is the crucial elements of the dish. So if I'm doing a curry at home, I usually put a lot of onion. So if you like lots of onion, then this dish is for you. So while we are waiting for our onion to be brown enough, so we are going to make the naan bread. So I'm using the wheat flour for the naan. It's because it's healthier. That's what they said. Yeah. And we will will put, of course, we will put a little bit of salt. We will put also this, you know, when you eat the naan bread in some Indian restaurant or any restaurant, they always have this Caraway seeds on it. So we are putting it this time. So like a 2-pinch, a bit more. So all we need is just to mix it all up. Just mix it. So if you're following at home, so I hope you can keep up now. By the way, speaking of following, so if you want to be part of this program, like a cook along, you can always message us on our Facebook and our Instagram as well, because some of you guys are requesting, like if you are cooking at home or your mother, so if they can be on the show. So the show is for you guys. So it doesn't matter if you have a small kitchen, we can always adjust, and we make sure that it's so comfortable for you guys to cook along with me. So don't worry about that. So if you're nervous, like I'm also nervous when I'm doing the show, but if you're about to give out to people, like share what you have, you don't have to be nervous about it. So that's it. So I'm just checking my onion. So it's browning. So now we need our 4 tablespoons of oil. So I'm using an olive oil. So I just put that in. So you can always put, if you put 4 tablespoons of oil, you can also put like yogurt if you want. So it's an alternative for the oil if you don't want to put oil on the cookings that you have. So what we'll do is, we're just gonna put our warm water with the yeast inside. So it will be a bit messy, but it will turn out so good. So what I'm doing is, we'll just mix it up. So mix it, and we will need this. So I think this is okay. So who's watching now? Hi Stephanie, I miss you today. I hope you can cook with me again. So what we'll do is, we're just gonna knead this. See? So did you see it? So we're just gonna knead this dough. It will be nice. That's 100%. So it doesn't have to be like some of the people, they will put milk. It's also nice. Some of the people, they will put also sugar. But I prepare it simple, and it's so easy. So that's why I'm here for you guys, to just make it easier for you to cook it at home. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So this is okay. So what we will do now is, we'll just put, this is clean by the way, so I sanitize everything. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in the thing. So I'll just spread it here, and then put the dough. So you don't have to knead it like so fine. So just put it here. And what I'm doing is just to cover it up. So because we put yeast, of course we have to activate all this yeast that we put in. Here, cover it up. And if you have a towel, here. So since I'm cooking up here on the top of the stove, so I usually put inside the oven. So just don't switch on your oven, just put it inside. So at least it will be okay. So now I'm back. So as you can see, I'm running around here, so no one is helping me. So whoever need help or assistance wanted to help me, so you can always find here. So let me just check our chat. So hi Kamala, hi Tina. I hope next week I can cook with you. Joy, and Margaret, I miss you. So now we're back to our onion. I think our onion is brown already. So I like this brown. So at this stage, we're gonna need water. So I normally cook the curry like, I'll make sure I don't use more of the oil. So I normally put like a bowl of water beside me, as you can see. So just make sure to just put a bowl of water beside you. So whenever it's dry, you can always add up the water. So you don't have to add oil, okay? So I'll just put a little bit more. So I'll cook it in more time. Now it's already brown. Then I'm gonna put our bay leaf. So this is bay leaf. It's a cinnamon stick and 2 cardamom. So I'm just gonna put together and mix it up. So you can smell in your room if you're cooking this. It's gonna smell so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more water. See what I'm doing? So if you have water, it really helps you guys to cook this one in a less oil. So I'll just make sure not to burn this. And at this point, just gonna put our, so I have this garlic and ginger. So you can always, if you have a ginger garlic paste that you can buy on the market, you can always put that. But if you have the fresh ingredients with you, it all works better. So I'm just gonna put our garlic and our ginger. And mix up. I hope you can see, if you're at home, what I'm doing. So a bit of water again. So mix it. So once it's fragrant, and now we can add our tomato. So you can always put tomato puree if you don't want to cut your tomato. So I usually put like, I cut the tomato finely like this, like into pieces. You can always blend it also. So it's all up to you. So just put it in. And I'm just gonna mix it all up. So here, I'll just put a little bit of our water again, just to mix it. So I'm using this. So I'll explain to you. So if you use a chicken with the bones, of course, you have to cook it at a long time. So since, of course, we're in a hurry, so I'm always in a hurry anyway to cook. So I don't have usually like more time to cook. But if you wanted to cook with the bones, it's all up to you. So just cook it in a longer time. So I'm using a boneless thigh. So what I did, I just cut it into this size, like a bite size. So it's easy for us to cook. So, and also here I have, sorry guys, I supposed to put all the ingredients together in the table, but since we do the naan bread, so I don't have much space for everything. So this is all the ingredients that you need. So you can always, people use different ingredients for their curry. So what I'm doing is how I wanted my curry done. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe because when we do it, it's really nice. So I have a turmeric and also coriander powder, cumin, garam masala. And for this chili powder, because some of the moms are asking me for their kids if it's less spicy. So I didn't put on the ingredients. As you can see, there's no chili powder. It's because it's all up to you to put the chili powder. So if you have like a vindaloo, have you tried vindaloo? So it's like all spice in there. So I usually put like two tablespoons of chili powder. Sorry, it's too much, but but so now what I do is I separated all the ingredients here. So I had all the list of the ingredients that you need on the description. So what I did, I just divided into two. I will show you why, okay, later on. So now, just gonna get back to my cooking. So we need to cook these onions and also this tomato in a bit longer time. Just gonna add some water again. So for the meantime, if you have any question that you have, you can always ask me. Oh, there was a question. So I received a lot of questions in Facebook regarding this, why we do this channel. So I addressed it already, but then I wanted to explain to you, like, if you're doing what you love, so there's no one should stop you of doing it. So people always have their opinion on how you perceive, but it doesn't matter. So for me, it doesn't matter anymore as long as you're happy and as long as you can help a little bit. So it doesn't matter if it's on money side, I think that's what people wanted. So, but then it's okay. So I'm happy, and then I can help you out also with the ingredients that you might need. So for the moms out there, so it's always have to have a channel just to look up, like if you want that Asian dish, so you can always pop in my channel and have a look. And you guys been helping us so much with this channel to do it more and more and more dishes. So thank you so much for all the support, especially Tina, Joy, and my family, of course, and Stephanie from Some Kitchen. Oh my God. You have to try the recipe from Some and Lifestyle, from Some Kitchen and Lifestyle, when they do like a goat stew. So it's really nice. So I need to try that also. So Stephanie, make sure it's nice. So at this stage, I'm just gonna put a bit more water. See how much water I'm putting in the curry. So I'm gonna show you. So at this stage, you can always blend the spices that you have in the pan. So like this one. So if you wanted like a fine curry, you can always blend it at this stage. So, but I don't really mind like eating like some bits and pieces of the onions and of course of the tomato. See, I don't really mind, but if you want, we can always blend. So we will blend. So I'm using this hand blender. All we do is we'll just put it in the blender. I'm just gonna show you how is it when it's the curry is like fine. It's like in a restaurant you always eat a nice curry with like a fine texture. So what I do is I will just get rid of this bay leaf and our cinnamon. So just don't want to ruin my blender. So I'm putting it inside. So hand blender is always nice to use because you can always control it as you wanted. But if you don't have this, you can always use whatever blender that you have. So it's also good. So I will just blitz it into a fine dish. So we will use this pan, and I'm still using this blender because later on I'm going to show you the trick of why we're dividing our ingredients. So just gonna blitz it up. Okay. So at this part, all you need is to blitz it until not too fine, but for me it's okay, not too fine, but just to show you if you wanted like a fine paste of the curry. So it's also nice to do this. You see that? So this is fine. And of course, we're gonna use the same blender because we're gonna be blending our vegetable later. So I'm just gonna show you the trick if see here, so we just put it back into our pan and put back our ingredients here. Of course. So I'm using this blender again because we're gonna blitz one more time. So what I do is, when it's back to the heat, of course, a little bit of water that we have here. So you just mix it up. And now we're gonna put like half. Remember when I told you I divide the ingredients that we're having? So I'm just gonna put this half of these ingredients here. So we put it all together. Do you guys cook curry in the house? So for those people who's watching from Philippines, this is how I make my curry. So it's an Indian curry. Actually, when I was in Philippines, I don't, it's not that I don't appreciate Indian food. It's just because we're not used to have like lots of spices in the dish. So I'm kind of hesitant to try some. So it's because there's a lot of flavors, then I'm be more careful of trying it out because I don't know how to do it before. But then I wish I could go to India and learn the techniques how they did like a nice curry. Of course, it will be lovely going there and tasting their food. So a little bit of water again inside. So at this part, I'm gonna put our chicken. So I will now start to put our chicken inside. So put that chicken in and mix it up. So I'm gonna, hi Antonina and Yoli, they're watching. So I will just mix it all together. You see guys how the color is really nice. See here. So you can always also put, if you want a vibrant color on this dish, you can always put tomato paste, because tomato paste usually gives a more brighter color of the curry. So I'm just gonna leave this to simmer. And we are back to our next ingredients, which I love to show you. So what I do is, I have vegetable here. So this is all of Kat's vegetable that I have in the house. Like, I think the other day I used some of it. So there's so many left behind. So you don't want to waste anything. Whatever on your fridge, what I do is, I'll just put on the dish. So I have this bell pepper. I know you don't usually put bell pepper in a curry, but I do. Bell pepper and onions and cabbage, because I have some left, so I just put that in. So I have also tomato. So this also trick, like if you have someone in the house who doesn't like vegetable much, so So this is the trick that I will say. So my husband doesn't eat a lot of vegetable. Sorry. So what I do, I'll make sure I will put some of the vegetable in the dish that he doesn't notice. So this is my trick. So that's why I divide some of the ingredients, as I told you earlier, this one. So we're gonna cook this and blitz it again with the same blender. So that's why I didn't wash the blender, because we need it. So in the separate pan, while we are waiting for these chicken to be cooked, so I'm just gonna mix it. So here, and water again. So I'll just leave this, and on the separate pan, so you will be needing again ghee. So since we're cooking the curry, so you can always use cooking oil, it's all up to you, but ghee, it's always better on the curry. So in the same pan, put your ghee in. So we will be cooking this vegetable, the trick vegetable. So whoever doesn't cook vegetable, so you know now the trick what I'm doing, okay? So just put some vegetable in their dish and blitz it so they don't notice that you're putting the vegetable, okay? So put the vegetable, and gonna put the onions in. So this is the leftover onions, so I don't want to throw it, so might as well put that in, since I like onions anyway. Put it in and mix it. So once it's fragrant, you don't have to cook it like really cook, because we're gonna blend it in anyway. So we are putting carrots and some bell pepper, of course our onion. You just put it together anyway, it's fine. So all you have to do with this dish is just mix it all up and let it cook until like a little bit tender. So you don't have to cook it like really long. So I'm just gonna mix it all up. And of course we have to put our spices. So this is the remaining spices. So it's the same quantity also as the spices that we have on the description. I just divided it into two. So I'll just put that in and mix it all. So the cutting of this vegetable, it's just a rough cut really. You don't have to be so specific on the cutting. We're gonna blend it anyway. So here. Here. So we're just gonna let it simmer. So I'm just gonna turn this chicken that we have. It's really nice. I can smell it. I hope you can smell it. So a little bit of water again. So guys, if you have different way of cooking this chicken curry, so you're always welcome to have your opinion and put it in the comment below. So, but at this point, this is how I cook at home. Let me just clean this area because we're gonna need our naan bread. So I have this. Alright, this is clean. I'll make a nice paste for this. And I'm just gonna get back to our ingredients here. So probably in like 3 minutes, we're ready to blitz this. See how easy it is to trick someone who doesn't eat vegetable. So let me check our chat. Hi, Ate Nina, Ate Oli. So they're watching from the Philippines. Anyway, there is one restaurant. So because people been asking me what's my favorite food usually in a typical day. So I like noodles. So there's this one restaurant in the Philippines called La Cibo 8. So the person who's managing that small restaurant, which I know, so she's been really doing great in the Philippines. So just check them out, Ate Oli and Ate Nina, just check them out. They're very good, and they're doing noodles, they're doing milk tea as well. So you can check them out. So I think our vegetable is ready. So this is okay. I'm gonna switch this off. So just gonna simmer our chicken as well. And put a little bit of water. Okay. So what we're gonna do with this vegetable, we're gonna blitz again. So I'm just putting inside our blender. So some moms with kids who doesn't eat spicy, you can always ditch the, You can always ditch the chili powder. But if you're making curry, it's really nice to have like spicy curry. So just put that. Sorry about the mess in my stove. Okay, just gonna get rid of this. So we're back. And what I do is I'll just blitz again. So we are bleaching this vegetable that we have. So it's really nice to have vegetable in the dish when you have kids, and also when you have someone with you who doesn't eat vegetable. See, this is the trick. Just blitz it. So once you blend this into a fine paste, they never know that it's vegetable. So here, I'll make it really fine. So I'll make sure that will be eaten. Everything will be eaten. See? So Stephanie, for your kids, this is the trick, okay? That's it. Now we're ready. I can smell, the aroma of the curry. Oh my God. Just gonna put in so we can get rid of this. So, just gonna check our chicken. So our chicken is almost done. You see it? You see the color of my chicken? Sorry for this. So messy. So, I think it's almost done. So, remember the bay leaf that we have and the cinnamon stick? I will put it back. So I didn't bleach it because I don't want to ruin my blender. It's because I'm using only hand blender. So, it'd be nice. So now, you're going to put this blended vegetable on the curry. So it's not also tricking your family member to eat the vegetable. It's actually You know when you taste the curry, like it gives more like a richness to the flavor. So this is it. So you have to try this. So just gonna mix it all up. Here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of water again. Here. So I will just simmer it. See our curry. I will just simmer it. And I'll get back to the question of those people. Yes, Stephanie. So if your kids doesn't eat vegetable, this is the trick, okay? And of course, less spicy. And of course, I think your kids like spicy as well. I like spicy, so I don't really mind. Here, we will simmer our chicken until it's done. So for the meantime, did you notice that I don't usually put salt whenever I cook the curry from the beginning? I wanted to put salt in the end, and I squeeze a little bit of lemon. So I'll just do this in the end. So in case you notice that I don't put any salt. If you're paying attention. Kamala. Okay, Kamala, I'm cooking curry. So, hi. So, what are you doing there? Anyway, so we will back to our ingredients. So the last ingredients that I'm gonna put in the curry, I usually put this coriander leaves. So it's also a garnish for the curry. At the same time, it gives like more flavor on your curry. So I'm just gonna leave it out for now. So meanwhile, we'll just check our chicken. Here. Our chicken is almost ready. So now we need to get ready for our naan bread. So I'll leave the chicken here until it's simmer and until it's tender. Just gonna get rid of this. So wash my hand. So I'm back. Oh, Ate Oli, hi. So I'm back. So now, gonna check our naan bread. So since we're always in a hurry, so we have our naan bread. Did you see that? Do you see this? So it's double the size. So it's all we wanted. You see? So that's our naan bread. It's really nice. Of course, it tastes good. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna dust this flour. So I'm using wheat flour. Okay? In case you wondered. So just put our naan here. So what I'd love to do is I will just immediately cut this and divide it. So it's all up to you, like the size that you wanted for our naan. So I'm just gonna divide this one again. Here and here. So usually people doesn't like to put yeast on the naan bread, but since we don't have much time, I'll just put the yeast. So you can always put egg if you have like a longer time, but you have to proof your dough for like 2 hours to have this for the size. So this is very clean. Just put some of the dough since I'm not kneading it like all of it. So I don't want the dough will be dry. So what I do is, so I'll just make it into a bowl and press it. Of course, here, here. So what I'm doing is I'll just knead this. So I'm not doing the bigger naan, so just make like a small naan. So for the size of the naan and the shape of the naan, it's all up to you. If you want like a silker, you can make it. Just roll it out this way, but usually naan bread is like a triangle, right? So it's all up to you. You can always do this. This. See your naan bread? See? It depends how thin you make it. I think the thinner that you can get, the better. For me, this is okay. So it's a little bit fluffy. So I want my naan bread to be a little bit fluffy. And see? So let me just get our non-stick pan. So my non-stick pan is here. Just gonna heat this up. And we will start doing our naan bread and cooking our naan bread. So some people are just brushing it with an oil or a butter. So but I don't really like doing it. So it depends on how you want it, your naan bread to be cooked. But you can always do that. And you can always put also, if you have a pan, like a thick pan, what they call it, a cast iron pan, it will be really nice for the naan bread. So at least you can flip it and do the thing that they said that has bubble, like a big bubbles that produce, so will be lovely. So but I have only this non-stick here with me, so I hope you do have non-stick. So this is just easier way to do it. Okay, so here. So my pan is ready. So what I do is I just place it in the pan like this. So you just place it until it bubbles and then you flip it. So for the meantime, I'm doing another one. You see that? You see that bubbles in the bread? That's what you need on the naan bread. So I'm just doing this another one while we're waiting for that naan bread. Then press. So you do the same and the rest of the dough. So you don't waste any dough that you have. So I'm just gonna show you. So I might do the rest later on. Okay, just gonna show you how to do it. So have you tried this naan bread? Chicken curry, yeah. I'm checking the, sorry guys. I'm checking the chat that you are having. So here, so you say this, it's all you want, like this. And then you just flip it. So I don't want to ruin my naan bread. Just using the tong to flip it. Here. And then put it again in the heat. Again if you want. Here, so we are going to check our chicken here. Wow. Our chicken is really, really good. So I'll just let it simmer. And then flip again our naan. See this color of the naan bread that we have? It's really, really good. See? So this is the naan bread that you're getting in a restaurant. So when you do it at home, you don't need to go to the restaurant to eat this kind of naan bread. All you have to do is just do it. So it's just easy to have it. So if you have kids, some of them a little bit, they want a little bit of like a sweet on naan bread, you can always add like 1 tablespoon of sugar in it. So we're done with one naan bread. Just gonna put in our plate. So you see, that's a nice naan bread. So this is the texture that I'm looking. So it's fluffy, and also you see how thin the naan bread is. See, that's a nice naan bread. So make it really hot. So we will put another bread. So you make sure you have non-sticky pan if you do it in the pan. So the other day I make this naan bread, I do it in a wok because I wanted to get like a burn texture. So it's also good. So whatever available pan that you have, you can make it out. So see this, how I like my naan bread. It's big bubbles on it. Here, just flip it up. So it's very easy to just do it at home. So if you're in the Philippines, Ate Yoli and Ate Nina, if you miss the curry with naan bread, you can always follow this, and it's so easy to just do it. So here, good. Just gonna put this in the plate here. So this is our lovely naan. I'm just gonna make the rest of this later on. So we will check our chicken. So our chicken looks really, really good. So this is the final touch of the chicken. Now I'm gonna put our salt. So usually on the chicken curry, I usually start putting like 1 teaspoon and then just taste it and then add later on. So I'm just gonna do that. So 1 teaspoon. I'll make it 1.5. I'm confident with this. And then that's it. I don't need to taste it, but if you want to make sure that your curry is okay and not so much salt, you can always taste it. Anyway, we can taste it. It's okay. So here, so let me just taste it. It's really good. The spicy, it's okay, and also the saltiness, it's okay. So what we have here, if you have any question, you can always ask me. And please guys, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and also on our Facebook page. So if you have any suggestion of what you want me to cook for the next episode, you can always send us a message. And you can always reach us anytime you want. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and always share and like this episode, and also hit the notification bell just to make sure that you are updated on what's happening in the kitchen. Okay, so we're finished now. We're gonna put our lemon. So this squeeze of the lemon, it's optional. So you can always do this, and you can always ditch this if you don't like some lemony texture, but I like a little bit of sour, so I'm just gonna squeeze these 2 slices of the lemon, just 1 slice until you get ready to serve it. So 2 squeeze of that, and of course our coriander leaves. So I'm doing is I'm just gonna mash this up. This, and we're done with our curry. So I hope I give justice to this curry. But we tried it already, so it's really nice to have this curry, and the taste, it's really nice, okay, also. So come and try it, and if you try this recipe, always tag us in our Facebook and our Instagram, so at least We do appreciate everything that you've done for us, guys. So we are not here if it wasn't for you. So please keep on supporting whatever we're doing, because we cannot just keep like doing it every time if you guys are not there. So we really appreciate what you're doing. So all the people who's always there, of course. So now it's our time to plate our curry and our naan bread. Ah, look at my naan bread. See? So this is the naan bread, and just gonna take our curry. Oh my God, it's really, really good. So the smells in the room. See? So that's how I like my naan bread and my curry. You can see it. So thank you guys for watching and always watching every episode that we're making. And by the way, the other day we watched this, what's that? Our planet, right?
Life on our planet.
Life on our planet. So it gives us the idea that you have to be careful also and take care of what's happening, because of course if we have like kids, so you guys have kids, you want your kids also to see, you know, like the beautiful places that what we're seeing now. So please be mindful of what we have, and we're planning to have like an episode also, because now it's like we'll be more careful of what to eat. So we usually eat meat a lot, so I think we have to balance. So also go for a vegetable, and if we use the same vegetable all over again, so we also have to explore and try another one. So just to balance what we are consuming every day. Of course, use of plastic, so, and everything. So you can always have like reusable bag to go to the market and use it every time. So not just taking all the plastics and everything. I know it's, if you're doing it, you think you're the only one person who's doing it, but I think there's a point that it comes in your life that you might think you have to do the same. So you're not alone doing it, so just keep doing whatever you do. So I think the more people will do, then the better we can get. Okay, so see, the word of advice. So see you guys next time. You've been amazing, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.